What's up, Browns fans? Day 3 of training camp in the books, and it started with a bang. Got the news this morning before practice that linebacker Jordan Hicks retired from football after 10 seasons, leaves an interesting predicament in the middle of the Browns defense. This was a group that I've talked about, I think, being deeper than people were giving it credit for, but with him gone, a veteran voice and presence in that locker room and in that group, a lot more is going to fall on the shoulders of Carson Schwessinger, which we'll certainly talk about on today's episode of the Locked On Browns podcast. Along the lines of the defense, though, today was one of those days where it was pretty evident. We always say defense is ahead of offense this time of year, and that was very true. Quarterbacks none of them really looked great. Kenny Pickett almost threw another interception. He threw one on Wednesday, almost threw another one on Thursday during 11-on-11s. The order of quarterbacks stayed basically the same. You had Joe Flacco go with the ones, Kenny Pickett go with the twos today in 11-on-11s. Then Flacco was back out there with the ones again. Pickett was back out there with the twos. And then another session of the ones was led by Dylan Gabriel. And then Shedeur Sanders got a session with the twos to sort of wrap that part of the practice up. There was some red zone stuff today. I don't think there might have been one touchdown thrown or 2 touchdowns thrown, but that seems to still be sort of a clogged part of the field for this team right now. And like I said, just a day where defense was king. Greg Newsome had a pass breakup. Like I said, the near interception to Kenny Pickett. And so we're on to day 4. They continue out here on the practice fields in Berea on Saturday, and we'll see what it has in store before the pads go on next week and things really ramp up. But we'll recap all of it with you coming up on the Locked On Browns podcast.